Hi YouTube, it's me again. This is part 3 of my alien deception series. And basically what I've done is I've just got a compilation of other people's videos that I've gotten information from, and the ones that I've found give the best information. I've put together in my own summary. I wished I knew how to do that on the computer, but I don't. So I want to recommend these users to y'all because they have good stuff. This was Mr. Nice, and that's what I was talking about in my last video. And it's really good because he talks about, let's see where the title is. Hold on. Yeah, the devil and dark technologies. Of course, you know how we get inspiration from God, and the ones who wrote the Bible, you know, they were inspired by God to write that. And so it says, if there are doctrines of demons, can there also be technologies of the devil? Well, yeah, obviously there can. I mean, it's not all just about witchcraft. So if dark entities can influence, communicate, and guide those who are willing to write down their teachings, producing volumes of spirit-given doctrines, example, Alice Bailey, and when the video cut off, he was talking about Alice Bailey. Can these same dark entities speak to scientists and give ideas for technologies? Well, I believe absolutely. It says, does the dark side have an agenda that includes the development of technologies that they will need to accomplish globalism and produce Armageddon? Yes, again, I do believe this. So anyway, you can look this up yourself. But I just wanted to definitely talk about that because I believe they are. I've seen other videos where they talk about them being 25 years ahead of us in technology, at the least. When I say they, I'm talking about the secret societies, you know, the Illuminati, the Masons, other secret satanic type of, let's see, Bohemian Grove, Bilderberg Group, which are all part of the UN, the United Nations. Okay, and they all control the politics and the leadership of the world, of the different countries. Everything is in accordance to an evil agenda. The crash of the economy, the wars that are going on in the Middle East, everything. I mean, in fact, in the Islamic religion, in the Bible, the Quran, it talks about, it's almost the same stuff that the Bible talks about, but it's on the satanic side of it. It's like from their viewpoint. So some people say, well, are they self-prophesying? Are they doing these things because it says so? Well, absolutely, I believe that. They want these things to happen. They want the Christians gone, because in the Bible, when it talks about there will be a falling away and then the Antichrist will be revealed, they want that to happen. Falling away meaning the rapture. And so they want to push this forward. They want this new world order. But anyway, I believe that the alien deception is going to it's going to coincide with the rapture. They're going to have an explanation for why millions of people disappear. And I can do another video later about why I believe in the rapture and why I believe in a pre-trib rapture. But for right now, this is about the alien deception. Now, this person right here, Robin Hood Zero, is another good YouTube user I like. And this set of videos right here, Cloned Beast Explained. Joy Humphreys Pugh, and if you go to Joy Humphreys Pugh website, oh, it's great. She writes a book called Eve, the Truth, I think it was The Knowledge Between Good and Evil, I don't know, but listen to her talk because she really explains a lot about the fallen angels and the DNA and how it changed the DNA. I'll just have to let you listen. It's real good.
And you know, the thing about it is I get really just, sometimes I get really lambasted on some of these radio shows. When I try to explain it, and that, you know, the people say, oh, you're a heretic.
Oh, they call me the Antichrist, the devil.
Hold on a minute.
Have you read this?
And in those days there were giants in the land, and the sons of the angels of God looked upon the daughters of men and found them fair, and took of them wives, and their sons became of old great men of renown. So they have been mixing with us on a genetic level since the time of Enoch and Ezekiel's will.
Here on Earth we're intrigued by the sun, moon, and stars, and imagine there's got to be planets like ours. So conceive of a face on the surface of Mars. So indeed of a meaning and purpose we find that indeed they believe.
Okay, I thought that was the video, but this person has a lot of good raptures in the days of Noah, Nephilim, end of time attack on humanity, and the Nephilim is the fallen angels, and that baby that they showed in the Katy Perry's video, which I showed in my last video, part 2 of this, the Nephilim baby that she was holding. But this is Dr. Jeffrey's pew, and I was trying to find, oh, here it is. Well, I guess this is the same one. Maybe I just had to get past that song. I'm not sure, but anyhow, you can go to this. Yep, sure enough.
And, you know, the thing about it is,
Here it is, same one. Sorry. Let me see if I can get past that. Get back to where I was.
All of this
Yes.
said that it made more sense to them, and it clarified all of this to them. And so we're going to try to touch upon those things to bring this out in video format. And Dr. Joy, would you just like to introduce yourself to the audience and just tell people about
what I do.
yes, and the contention around this issue?
Oh, I just think that from the day that I started doing research in regard to what is going to happen at the end of time, that I found immediately that there was some correlations to the beginning and end. And having worked on my doctorate, having worked in a master's on guidance and counseling and psychology, and having dealt with people who I felt had certain disabilities that also showed me the brain had other capabilities that we could not really put in perspective, then that led me to really try to understand what totally was going on. So my undergraduate work as well as my doctoral work and some of my theses that I was able to do were a part of what I feel like led me to today's research that I'm doing, and that is in regard to Alpha and Omega, beginning and end, and there be parallelizations between the two.
Because even the Lord said, as in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the second coming of the Son of Man.
We're outside, so
Yes, and Dr.
so I'm
Joy,
not sweating.
if we need to move up here to where it's air, that's fine too. We can do that as well. We'll just go for a little while and then we'll transition to there. But going back to the garden parable, we're covering Genesis chapter 3, because this particular chapter is where Adam and Eve take of the fruit and are then banished from paradise and are now going to incarnate in bodies of flesh. And the Lord told Eve, once she took of the fruit, that she would now be cursed in childbirth. And he told Adam that he would now have to toil the ground to bring forth sustenance to feed his family. And also before that, he cursed the serpent for deceiving Eve. Now, I correlate all the garden symbology to that of being symbolic of a sexual connotation, and that the encounter was sexual, resulting in Eve being pregnant with the first child of Lucifer, Cain. And that's why he became the first killer of his brother, the first liar and the deceiver. Dr. Joy, would you like to comment on that?
Well, I think it's really important that in each part of the biblical text, that when you do the research in this, that you look at every word that is a part of this book. So many times we have been led to remember stories from childhood, and those stories in itself have led us to not really go back and read it verbatim for what it's really telling us. And that's an unfortunate thing, and I was quite in the same realm of misunderstanding as the majority of people that I deal with who ask me questions in regard to this, because I literally thought that Adam and Eve were in a garden and that they encountered this snake, and the snake unfortunately had the ability to hand Eve an apple, and she ate a piece of fruit, and was running back to Adam and actually gave him some of the fruit, and didn't really put into concept that God had married them, that this was a very holy union, and that when she encountered this serpent, that the serpent itself was not really a snake as we